Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It's midday money. Thursday, February the 22nd. What is it? Is it opening day? Baseball opening day? Dodgers minus 120. Total of 10 against the Padres today. Here we go. Here we go with the craziness. Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter. Come give me a follow. Also, if you'd be so kind to, why not hit the like button? Winning Free Picks YouTube, Sean Higgs YouTube. Follow them both. I say it all the time just because when people come in here from PMP, like, oh, you're not. Follow this. It's not that difficult just to follow a channel. It's really not hard. It's really not that hard. Poll questions on both. How you feeling today in the polls? Click on that poll question. I'll try to end the poll. I will try to end the poll. No promises. No promises. We got Dennis checking in on Facebook. I love it. I saw the like pop up. I knew it was my guy Dennis. No Nick Wilde lately on the Facebook likes. Podcast form, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, all those, whatever. Wherever you listen to podcasts, come give it a listen. Listen. No show last night. I went to bed at like 11, which is kind of early because usually I'm going to bed like 2. I gotta rest up, man. We got tournament start 11 days away, March 4th, ASUN. And then it's late night money for a good month every day. Usually April we do it as well. Kind of dies down now because people, they not loving baseball all the time. Maybe it'll be different this year with the player props. We'll see. All right. Recapping yesterday. What do we got here? We'll call it a 225 spot here. Yesterday on the video, Illinois over, winner. Florida over, winner. George Mason +2, winner. We did drop New Mexico. Although, hey, from a 5.5 to an 8, at least I hate losing with a good number, but in the long run, I say this whole time, those you win more of those than you lose. Vandy did go down. I should have left LSU. Doggy out right there. Frustrating to say the least. And a couple other had West Carolina +5, lost by 6, but then I pulled out a miracle Southern Illinois -3.5, win by 4. I mentioned the other day about the close losses, and this is it. I'm done. I'm done holding on to the past. It's like a bad relationship. I have my list of 88 games now. 89 games. 89 games. 58 losses. Half point to 2 points. It's going to. I'm not saving it. I'm not saving it anymore to look at that. I look at that. I get sad. I'm going to go eat a box of Thin Mints. I'm not doing it. I'll chalk up the year to, again, over 500 record-wise, but close loss is killing me. Anyway, all right, let's get to today's action because we had no NBA or hockey yesterday, or NFL football, or baseball for that matter. Today, we have some NBA I put up in the chat here. They're not in the chat yet. They will be in the chat. They are chatting for the chatters. They are tweeting for the tweeters. And so I was going to do the show last night. I had these all picked out. Florida Land was 5.5, now 6.5. St. Francis +13. Idaho +11. Minnesota was 3.5. It is now a 3. I had Arizona in here at -11. I did a free pick with Lenny. It's now 13. I took it off the free pick. For those who do the YouTube Premium, and again, I think I'm probably going to just give it for the month of March and give a bunch of March Madness stuff out. After that, I'm going to tell you right now, the YouTube Premium in April is going to bump up to like $50 or something because I don't know what's going on with that channel on the back end side of that. So I'm just trying to stop that for now. I don't know if I get Sean Higgs monetized. Maybe I'll do something on that one. But for this, I'm gonna. If you don't cancel it, it just get bumped up. I'm letting you know ahead of time. You got all month. You have a whole nother month of college hoops you're going to get out of there. But uh, lines move, and with tournament time coming, you got to stay ahead. And I just mentioned the YouTube Premium folks. There's 4 games in there for college basketball. Every one of them moved. Every one of them moved from last night. I was hesitant to even put them in, but I just wanted to show them what we have. I try to put them in there. Whatever. That's different. Orlando Magic in the NBA. Leave it at that. I think that a couple other NBAs on in the premium stuff. But Florida Atlantic, Francis, PA, Idaho, Minnesota, the Magic in the NBA. I was going off on a little tangent there with the YouTube, but whatever to that. Baseball, the one game today. I'm not looking to bet it. I did last year, and Tim was in the show. I forgot what Tim's record was. He might have kept it 12, 12, and 2 with spring training last year, plus 225. If I do put games out, obviously they're going to be some smaller things. I have to do a run. I got the box out. I got the cash. I'm depending. I got to go. I got to take a ride over to FanDuel, Delta Downs, a little 5-hour round trip ride here to jump on some baseball totals. Maybe this weekend. Maybe next week I take a day off and take a ride. We'll see. I know we want to do another baseball show as the spring training begins. Kansas City tomorrow versus Texas. We got a Texas minus 135. Cubbies 135 over the White Sox. Dodgers 155 over the Padres tomorrow. Arizona 120 over the Rockies right now in first look action for games for Friday. MLB. T-Money's back in the house, feeling better. Like button hit. Nice little break-even day. Take it. Grand Canyon minus 2.5. That's a 2.5 line. That line is 2.5 out in the whack attack. Oh boy. Hold on a second. Why did I thought this line was higher earlier? Why did I? I got to hold on a second. I'll go my notes here. You got the 2.5. I would have much rather have Tarleton at the 5.5 it was last night. I'm probably do a little Tarleton money line instead on that one instead of taking Grand Canyon. Although you got the better number, so you think you're in the driver's seat there. 24-2 for the Grand Canyon crew. You beat these guys 74-48. And now you're just a 2-point fave? Just a 2-point fave for Grand Canyon? Lost at Seattle. 5-point fave. You lost that one. You lost at South Carolina. Neutral court game. I mean, not bad. You lose by 7 on a neutral. Any other good out of comp? You didn't really play anybody. Southern Utah. I don't like it. I don't like the line. T-Money, it's just me. Maurice is in the house. We're seeing the board well this week. January is a bad month. See, good for you. I'm just opposite. I had a great January. I had a great first week of February. And this month, I have been treading water again. Andrew's in the house. Good morning. Nick Nancy said, Longwood last night. You hit the Longwood. You did. You hit the Longwood. Yes, you did. The SMU game, I think everybody's going to run to the SMU against the FU. I was looking at the way they have been playing. Granted, it's and again, didn't make my premium cut. It's gone up. Now it's a little higher number. I don't know. I think the rumors of their demise. Granted, they're not taking teams by surprise like they were last year. I get it. You're getting a nice 6.5 now. Winning wager. Where you been, winning wager? Yeah, I haven't seen you pop in a bit. Callie's in the house. Maurice says I'm on Stetson. I like the steady Stetson group. Let's go. Grand Canyon. I do not like. I just mentioned that. 5.5. You have a 4.5. It is now a 2.5. That is a no-go for me. Minnesota. Yeah, I said we had, not we, although we had them in here in the chat. I said, Rutgers there was tough to take a Minnesota team. Might have been favored in quite a few games. They covered 7 straight, all as a dog. The last time they were favored against Iowa, they did not cover. They took care of Rutgers. Here, though, I am with you on Minnesota minus the 3. Ohio State, huge win, right? Big upset win. Interim coach came in, or as I said, they're having coaching problems over there. What's going on? You pulled off a big win. Are you going to get a bump here on the road? I don't know. I'm with you on Minnesota. Then Rutgers versus Purdue. This was a 16. Ninja asked the other day what he thought this would be. I thought the line would be like a 15, 16. So 15.5, right around the number. I'm a Jersey guy. I don't know if I can take Rutgers here. Purdue, angry. At home, more importantly. It is a lot of points. I know you had the Longwood. I know. We were opposite that one. I wanted Cashville. I ended up not playing it. Longwood was the winner. Take care over there. They're trying. I'm trying, win and wager. J-Rock says, over Pepperdine, the Waves. Oh, this was last night. They're getting a recap here. First period splits. Yes, they did. Nick Nasty says, Charleston. The little Charleston Chew here, huh? Small favor. How about an over in that Charleston Delaware game? I'll go over the total. Maurice says NBA underdogs by 10 points or more, 57% ATS season. I'm on Detroit and the Wizards. So the Pistons against the Pacers. How about the fact that Detroit has been covering? So they are 14-13 on the road against the spread. So you're getting 10 points. Actually, 11.5. I don't mind. I'm all for taking double. I don't want to lay double digits in the NBA. And Washington. Big number versus Denver. I get it. How about 18-8-2 against the spread on the road for Washington? Excellent choice taking the big dog in there. There's Facebook, there's YouTube, and there's a handsome bald man. Winning wager that parlay Mississippi State and the Lakers today. That's probably a loser because the Lakers are a mess. No LeBron. Golden State's playing better. They got Green back. I don't know if I want to get involved with the Lakers. Don't know if I want to get involved with the Lakers winning wager. But you're in California, so I understand the sentiment of cheering for the home team. No, thank you. That. And who's Mississippi State? Where's Mississippi State? Let's go to the college matchups. They're not even playing today, Mississippi State. Is this maybe yesterday's Mississippi State, I guess? J-Rock says Europa League. Sporting -1, Roma moneyline, Braga team total over. The pen will come out for Europa League. I'll take a look into this. Usually when I take a look into this nonsense, I end up losing $1,000 a month on people's nonsense. So we'll see how that goes. Sporting, Roma moneyline, Braga team total over 1.5. We got a free play for winning wager here. Oregon 4.5 here on a alt line plus 150 versus Stanford. I guess the alt line would be the way you want to go there because Stanford wins. At least you're gonna break even. You're a fan of the Ducks here, huh? Hating on a Cali guy. Maybe you're a Stanford Cardinal insider. Oregon beat them by 5. Well, that was last year, so this is their first matchup this year. Okay. Stanford 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost 4 of 5. Not playing their best ball. Back home after getting swept in Washington. Oregon off a close win versus the Ducks. Cal on deck. Splitworth versus the Washies. 4.5. I mean, I don't hate it. You're getting the plus money. Although I'm not running to bet Oregon even in a pick'em spot though myself. NHL says Tampa Bay plus 135 and the Kings plus 165 today. First half. I did a first half. Who did I have in the first half today? I did a not first half, but a first period. I grabbed the first period. I'll tell you who I took. And again, when I jump into this kind of nonsense, they're small, tiny little plays. Um, just $50. Do I do this or soccer? I don't know the sports. I dip and dally in. I got Colorado plus 170, and I got the Rangers plus 205. You're saying Tampa and the Kings. I will add to my small bets here. Let's see. NHL first periods. Tampa plus 150. LA Kings plus 170. All right. Baby $50 bets. Here we go. 50 for 75, 50 for 85. We are all set. That goes with my Rangers 50 for 103 and Avalanche 50 for 85. Small little things that I know nothing about. I scratched the like button. You scratched it? Okay. Just don't hit it twice because that means you don't like it. You like it and you don't like it. Any total spring baseball? Let's go over Dodgers and the Padres. Well, the total is 10. I did not bet the spring training over here. We have Musgrove versus Gavin Stone. Both guys are going to go, what, an inning? I'll take, if I'm doing anything, probably take the like dog time. Padres today, KC, White Sox. I'll take the Padres again tomorrow. Kyle, you know what? What time does this derelict game go right now? What time is this? 3. I got plenty of time to get down on this game. It's a 3:00 Eastern game. I'm going to take all 5 of these dogs today. Winning wager. Here we go. College baseball winners last night. All right, winning wager. UNLV Richmond, Mississippi State was college baseball wins last night. 2-1. Here's the thing: you can't come in the day after and say you had winners. You got to come in this today and say who you have. You got to do that. You can't come in after the fact. Well, I mean, I can't say, well, check out my page. I can't do that. You have to say them in the chat ahead of time. Tarleton plus 4.5, good number there. Minnesota versus the Purdue letdown Ohio State game. The Grizzle, been in a slump, 0-6 last 2 days. Here we go. Best time to bet is after a losing streak, right? So now the Grizzle, I'm not a big Oakland guy here. Favorite on the road, Robert Morris. I prefer the 2 home teams. Just says I got Warriors first half under Rutgers Purdue and ride the Lightning on the ice. Where's Tampa on the ice? Ride in minus 200, Jesse. Come on. Please do. Please let it be a puck line. Take the pen out. Nick H. Milan over. Pen out. Milan over. Hold on a second. Take the pen out. European League. Playoff over Milan. Over in Benfica. So the team's name is called Playoff? Or is it European League playoffs over in Milan game over in Benfica. That's what that is. That's what that is. Tampa regulation. There you go. Okay. Well, here we go. I'd rather get struck by lightning than lay 200. At a minus 125, we're back split we're back here on the flat plane earth. So I could get into that minus 125 for sure. For sure. 125. What do I have here? I have a 140. I got a 140 for myself. Next is how about the Cavs under in the NBA? I don't hate the under in the Cavs game. I got the Magic. I'm hoping they keep it close. College baseball 0-11. Oh, 0-1 yesterday. Only game. Yep. You only had that one play yesterday. What do we got today? College baseball only freaks. You like that? Is that the one you voted for in the poll, player prop? So the poll is posted. It's pretty simple. What do you like? How are we doing? You want to do a little NBA only? It's NBA time. I get it. You want some preseason base posted? Super. Bet like a degenerate. NBA for me, or college baseball only. You freaks. There you go. Get the votes out. Start voting. Vote early and often. That's the way we do things here. How is the poll going on winning free picks here? Let's see. Sean Higgs, we had a few votes. Let's look at the winning free pick channel. What do we have voting going on in this contest? Waiting for the poll to load up. The degenerate betting baby leading the way over college baseball. And a couple NBAers. All right. J Rock says Arizona home court ain't no joke. Here's the thing with that. It's no joke. 13's a lot. It was 11 yesterday. And as I said with Detroit Lightning, they're just playing a lot better lately. This is the team that Team Money hates. That looks like a Final Four team. They're going to get this team on track going into March. Watch out. Player Prop King says Drexel Hofstra over 134.5 at the FanDuel. OB's in the place. What do we got here? Only one play last night. I lost. I'm glad I didn't do it for anything because I probably would have lost more. That's the thing. If you really don't love something and you're like, I kind of like this game, I'm going to bet it. It doesn't have to be your regular unit size. It could be this. I sort of like it. I understand. Listen, I'm a volume guy. I'm not a coming in sniping out like a couple games every day. I'm volume. I like to bet. The more the merrier. But you got to have the bankroll to do it. And days I don't love the card, I'm not putting a bet in just to bet. It's good discipline, OB. You don't have to do it. That's fine. Player Prop King says 3-point parlay. Jokic for a 3, Kawhi with 2 threes, a Paul George with 3s, plus 125. I don't hate that one. Don't force it. That is the key. Key is not the force plays. You could walk away. As I say, the next day, you'll be like, oh, man, I should have had that. Oh, that's fine. You're gonna remember everyone you won and everyone that was a loser, the 7 out of 10 that were going to be losers, you'll never forget those. Those are – you never remember any of those. Ultra revenge spot for the Warriors today. Not only that, though, it's out of the two clubs, I don't know which team is worse. Them, Lakers, Warriors, or Suns. The three-headed monster of aging, injured guys who people bet on like they got a printing press in a closet or something. How do you bet the Lakers? I don't ever want to bet the Lakers. Very rarely in some kind of spot. This is definitely not a spot I want to bet them. Out of a break, and their best player who's on AARP is out. And the Warriors have been showing some heart. It's Warriors or nothing. 11 Oakland minus 5.5 today. Robert Morris is terrible. I understand, but can we also? And again, I think I've done this before. Oakland is 18-10. They are 9-8 on the road. 10 losses, 8 of them outright losses on the road. Now you're laying points. I just don't think it's a good recipe for success. Should they beat Robert Morris, who's 10-17? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, hold on. What's it like? Have these guys played earlier already today? Oakland, 87-72 at home, taking care of business. Just like the song says. Just like the song says. Maybe a bigger game on deck versus Wright State, but hey, I mean, I just don't want to lay on the road. OKC, definitely not for me. I like the Clippers. That was Mississippi State was last night's game. Got it. I looked through today. I'm like, they're not playing today. Thunder team total over 120.5. Listen, I don't want that because I think the Clippers are winning that game. The Pellies -6.5 in the NBA over the Rockets. You know me, I'm going to take the Rockets there. I would lean Rockets. I'm not saying I'm going to take them. I would lean that way. Moneyline Markel's in the house. He's on the Pellies as well. The Celtics first half. Warriors team total over, sure. Suns over with no Beal against the Mavericks. What's up with that line? Do you take the Mavericks here? Is Flat Earther Kyrie playing? And no Duncan Luca? Fade in the Buckeyes, my team off the East win. You have to. They had the coaching change. Big win. Purdue on the road again. Laying points on the road. I'm shocked the team loses on the road. It happens. Go all in, win a wager. What are you going all in on? On Oregon State? Plus 150? Rice? Thinking Rice State? Who could this be? A state that's sort of like Rice. Who could it be? Maybe Rice State. Maybe that's supposed to be Arizona State? Or is that right? Maybe right. That's Wright State. Maybe she's talking. It's Wright State over Detroit. MLB. Well, if you really want to get crazy, it's today. Total of 10. Dodgers -120. Trevor's in the house. Been a minute since Trevor's popped in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Trevor. Hit the like button, Trevor. You didn't hit the like button. I see who hits the like button. Our guy Rick Wild's back in it, and so is Abel. I'd be careful in the Milan game. They led 3-1 aggregate. I don't know how hard they push. Maurice says, Monmouth. Oh, you know we could do some Monmouth here. Versus Towson? Sure. Hampton. The Hamsters versus the Campbell's Camels. First half to cover first half at 65% of games. All right. Why not? I mean, listen, they're 9 for the game. I would prefer, I want all the points, but if you say they're covering 65% in the first half, let's ride it, Maurice. J-Rock says, pains me to say Arizona State plus the 13 out of 3. It's a 13. Unless you want to go 3, you really get that plus money. Michael B is in the house. 2-1 night, but I broke even because I had 2 units on New Mexico 5.5. Cannot hit a free throw. I mean, the line gets sped up to what? Was it an 8? I mean, even when I did the show, it was a 5.5. I get on the show, it's a 7. And I mean, that was on late night money on Tuesday, headed into Wednesday. Again, in the long run, your better lines will come back and get you long term. New Mexico State today gets Sam Houston. I mean, that's a good spot. I don't hate your look on that one. Little New Mexico State at home. Let's go. Let's get it done. Arizona first half team's a monster. First half at home, I end up betting Northwestern -12. Michigan's going to have 7 Pleasureville. Michigan's just a mess. Again, now we're talking about teams coming on the road. I want to just fade teams on the road, teams especially not playing well. Lay it. But also Arizona they've turned it on of late, playing a lot better. I think the Clippers are winning game also, says Markel. Yes. You guys got an MLB scout book. I'm not betting spring training yet. I last year I bet spring training. I went 12, 12, and 2 plus 225 right here in the video winning wager. And I'm taking stuff. I'm kind of just taking dogs like in spots. I'm not for the month of March. I mean, that was what, a game a day, maybe 2 days. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to look for a some plus stuff. Best money line. The Nets money line. I mean the Nets in Toronto. Does this game even? This was like if a tree falls in a forest, right? Nets in Toronto. This is where we want to be. I'm saying no. I'm saying no.
Stop it. Get some help.
What are we doing with this game, Nick Nasty? Stop it. YT Money hate on Arizona. He's a Tar Heel mad about love and trends. He just thinks Arizona's not for real. I don't know. I think when you got a couple NBA guys on your team, you're definitely for real. I mean, I think UConn, North Carolina are the top teams. I got to put Arizona on the outside with Purdue because they can't seem to. Purdue can't win on the road. Arizona hit a rough patch, and then you have Kentucky went down yesterday, but Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, that kind of not that Kansas or Baylor. I'm going to throw like a Big 12 teams into the SEC mix, but one of those teams are just going to go on a run. They'll get hot. Wright State. I knew it was right. It said Rice, and I'm like, you know what? It's probably right. Right over Detroit. FAU first half. I like FAU for the game, so yes. The Charleston. We're going to do the Charleston and dance around. I like the over in the Charleston game. Appalachian State. Who do they got? Old Dominion. Hello, Old Dominion. What is this? This is a 14.5 now? This is wrong. Hold on a second. I got to find this game. Where's Appalachian State? Maybe that's a 9.5. Maybe missed my. Because it was a 9.5, and then I wrote something next to it. Maybe it's another. Oh, it's a 141. Like 14.5. Hey, Gio's in the house, my guy. How are you? Good afternoon. Sending good vibes and good luck. I appreciate it, Gio. Good to see you. You Teppity Tepper, the Miners versus Louisiana Tech, Montana State versus Portland State. You Tep two-step, the old Timmy Hardaway. I get it. I got Louisiana State. Louisiana Tech rated a little better there. It was a 2. It's up to a 3. Montana, Portland. I got a little question mark next to this. I don't know which team I was looking at. It was on the radar here. Montana State, Portland. Montana State, Portland. Yeah, two guys, middle of the roaders here for the Big Sky, battling for third place. All right. J-Rock says Arizona is one of the best coaches. Look at Gonzaga since he left. Yeah, he's a good coach. And they were getting talent anyway. So, UConn, Houston, Kansas here, Sean. No talking about Arizona's going to disappoint with, what do I know? I mean, here we go. T-Money with his Arizona hate. Houston's good. I can put Houston in. The problem is with Houston is they always seem to just go like 5 minutes. They just forget to score. Like, we're not scoring today. Kansas has always got to be in the conversation. Again, I like North Carolina. Surprise. Zona is good. But again, here's the thing, T-Money. All these teams could not make the Final Four. And then what? Oh, well, they got to the Final 8. I mean, 4 teams make it to basically the finals. Zona could get, if Zona gets knocked off by Purdue, what are you going to think? If they get knocked off by UConn or Houston or Kansas, you know what? None of these teams when they face each other, these lines are going to be more than like 4 or 5, right? You put these 4 teams: Purdue, North Carolina. Um, who's leading the SEC? Alabama. Is Alabama one? Alabama one, Tennessee two. You put these 3: Arizona, Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, Purdue, all in a pot. Who's favored? What's the biggest favorite? You can make an argument for any of the teams. I'd say I'm a little surprised to see the Minnesota line come down to Ohio State. It's going to come down because maybe the kids like the coach. You score a big win. As I mentioned, Minnesota, they covered 7 in a row. The loss as a 4-point favorite at home against Iowa before they beat Rutgers. So buying on Minnesota as a favorite, I ran through it. What was that, Sunday's game? It's fine when you're beating Ball State and those kind of teams by 12, 13 and covering those numbers. When you get past double-digit favorites into lower-scoring games, they did not get the job done. In fact, they lost outright. So that's why I liked Rutgers. I understand if you want to take Ohio State here. T-Mike says, I bet against and on Arizona a lot, by the way. They got, again, I don't know who's getting drafted. They definitely have NBA guys on their team. They're just a more physical team that get to the free throw line more and with the talent all around them to compete at the 3-point. This is not a good team winning wager. This is, you and Team Money got to get together. Team Money thinks the Lakers are winning the whole thing. I mean, they're in what are they, in 9th place? Oh, they're 3 games out of 5th. That's just goes to show what garbage the Suns are and the Warriors are and these teams are. I think the Thunder are still too young to go on a run like that. Minnesota, I think, could be pretty good. They sort of battled a little last year. I mean, Denver's still Denver. You got to go up there and play in Denver. I got to worry about AD or LeBron getting hurt. I mean, I get it. I understand that the league had to make a tournament for the Lakers to win because they need the Lakers to be relevant. So everything you say, more physical, get to the free throw line, they have to because the league needs them to be good. So you got an added bonus whenever you take the Lakers because you're going to get extra calls. But they're still trash. Stop. Take the rose-colored or take the gold and purple colored glasses off. I don't like SMU tonight. I got Florida Atlantic here in the chat. Here's another Laker guy here. Wine time. Winning wager here is loving the Lakers. I'm trying to tell them how you guys are terrible, and the only reason you are relevant is because the league loves you. There we go. We're stirring the pot. I'll make fun of Steph Curry next. He's not as good as Craig Hodges. Pacers, Jazz, OKC. Wow, I'm against you on 2 of those 3. Actually, I'll take the Pistons getting double digits, 14 and 13 on the road, getting 11. Pacers 14 and 12 at home against the spread. Me and Nick Massey going head to head. Michael B says, what do you think about Stanford and Oregon? I sort of like Stanford, but winning wager brought up a nice one. He's got 4.5 plus 150 with the Ducks. So if you think the Ducks are going to take care of business and Stanford's going to kind of fall back to the pack, I don't hate that kind of view. But again, it didn't really stick out either way at a pick 'em. It's where it should be. I mean, Oregon's more talented, but again, as I said, talent, you come on a road, it is what it is. They're 5-3 on the road. They've lost some games. 0-7 on the road to Ohio State. Yeah, but I mean, J-Rock, they've been terrible anyway. They've been they fired their coach. It has not been a good team. J-Rock says Lakers need to blow it up. They do. I mean, I love that LeBron's like, I want to play with my son. Who's drafting your son? He's a free agent. Here we go. We'll play in the G League. Nick Nasty likes Ohio State off of their big win. Mike says, "Oh, the Lakers get bought into this. The Warriors get bought in with it." I was just saying because they're in the playoff rankings. They are on the outside. Where's the NBA standings? The Golden State Warriors get bought in because they're in 10th place. They're in 10th place. The Lakers are in 9th place. Oh my goodness. Here's T Money. Good grief. T Money. You posted that they were 3.5 games back of 5th place. Like, that's something to be proud of. That's like, how terrible are the Suns and New Orleans and the Mavericks and the Kings and the Lakers and the Warriors. I mean, hey, you're 3 games better than the Jazz. That's something to be proud of. I mean, by the comments in here, remember when I only take T Money off, so I'm not picking on T Money. T Money's already ill. I don't need to make him any sicker. Oh, well, they beat a team. Well, I keep bringing up the fact that the Lakers lost to the worst team in the West, which is the Spurs, which means the Spurs should win the title. I agree, Sean, until they show me otherwise. Yes, they're not good. Lakers' last 10 wins, they are 100 plus free throw attempts. Yeah, it's a joke. Sure, bet the Lakers because you have the league. You have a $1 trillion industry on your side to get them to the. They had to make up a playoff for this team. I'd be embarrassed if I was a Laker fan. I'm burning my Michael Cooper and Magic Johnson, James Worthy, AC Green, Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones jerseys. Smush Parker, Kobe, Shaq, Odom, Gasol. They had to make up a tournament for you clowns. They had to make up a tournament for the clown Lakers. 10 more trips to line per game. You should win a few in the NBA. You think that you should. I was on the Warriors until they announced LeBron is out in line with the 6. I love the Nets today. Oh, my goodness. The Nets. Yeah, Ben Simmons. The guy's awesome. Apparently, Ben Simmons isn't a bust. Trash. The guy averaged 9 points a game. He's not a bust. Oh, number 1 pick in the draft averaged 9 points. Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. How about Rice outright? We like the Owls. Orbos gave out a cactus leaf over Dodgers Padres. Who you riding? Did they have the over in that game? I don't hate the over in that game. I think the hitter, as much as the pitchers are ahead of the hitters because they haven't faced real pitching, the pitchers, it's always, I believe, pitchers' edge in the spring, right? Because you're coming in and you're throwing high 90s. You don't know what to expect. On the flip side of that, the batters don't know what's coming, but the pitchers are working on pitches, right? Like your veterans are coming in, usually work. I'm going to try a new pitch this year. I'm going to try to just throw this breaking ball or a slider or whatever. I don't hate the over in this game. I mean, these pitchers are going to go 1 inning. 1 inning. Oregon Stanford totals 150 automatically seems high as a stoner in Cali. I think it's right around where it should be. I mean, I would lean under though, but that's at that number. It's probably where it would be. I kind of like the Oregon court, believe it or not, J Rock. Michael B, my man Kenny Rogers said you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, when to walk away. Nick Nasty agrees with the ugly court. And Mike B agrees with Jesse Shuley and Kenny Rogers. LeBron built this team. This is the result. Yes. They need to cover all the leaves. I don't know why they hate. I think it's a cool looking court. It's different. Were they trying to steal like the Smurf turf feel from Boise in football? I don't know. I mean, you got all the Nike money, you could do whatever the heck you want. 90 different uniforms. No, whatever. All right. Florida Atlantic, St. Francis plus the 13, Idaho plus 10.5, Minnesota -3, NBA the Magic plus 8.5. Lakers are sponsored by Hefty. All you need is the patches on their jerseys. Hefty, Hefty cinch sack. Remember those commercials? Hefty, Hefty cinch sack. The Lakers. Hi, hi. Earls with the over today. 10. Dodgers, Stone, and Musgrove. I might. So Dodgers are the Padres are +1 today. Tomorrow they're +135. Do you take all the dogs tomorrow? You know I'm going to take the White Sox tomorrow against the Cubbies. Although I love my Cubbies, but Kansas City and the White Sox doggies, Colorado all doggies. I'm going to. Should I do all five? I might grab all. I might grab the Padres today and tomorrow's 4 games. Oh, this is where I get in trouble. Jack says you're a Cowboy fan. Hold on a second. Am I not a fair Cowboy fan here or a fair Yankee fan? When it comes to any of my teams, I how J Rock, I come in here and say that Dallas is going nowhere, that they should fire the coach. I mean, what are you talking about? I I'm don't think they're a good team. I said on a show, Ross and Jesse in August, I thought the Yankees, the Cowboys would go under their win total. I mean, I'm not and that's not to say, oh, if I do this, throwing reverse jinx out there. I didn't think who's running the ball. I didn't think Pollard would hold up. We need another wide receiver. And I wasn't sure what the tight end situation would be. And you saw the defense versus good teams. They gave up points. Come on. I'm not. Don't you cannot say that I come in here biased towards teams that I like. I'm a Canes guy. Do I'm running a say I love the Canes in football? No. I'm telling you, take under Yankee 93.5 until I see they might get Snell for pennies on a dollar. And I'm thinking, you know what? That 93.5 might be low now. Come on. Had the under Yankees last year win total. See, if it was your money, I'd let you cash out because I already parlayed it with the winner. Oh, for the Mississippi State Lakers? Well, you're halfway there. Don't cash out, bro. We're not gardeners winning wager. You bet it, let it ride. And I'm old school. I'm a guy I couldn't bet. I'd call up on a Tuesday night if they were there. If they're in the office at 6 o'clock for NBA games, I'm not. You can't back out of games. There's no cash out. Oh, hi, I got a 3-team parlay with these college football games. Can I hedge out and you give me my what? Hung up on. Don't tie up this line. Let them ride. Bet it, forget it. The bet is made. That's it. The Giants traded Mitch Hanger back to Mariners for Robbie Ray. The Robbie Ray signing. I know he was hurt last year. What's his ETA? Is he out this entire season, Robbie Ray? And Mitch Hanger, like, what does that kind of deal with? I mean, obviously you want to Judge. We'll trade you Judge. You want Judge? Judge for Harrison? Lakers been making me money just like Clippers have been, but no haters means no talent. Hey, listen, if you're making money betting the Lakers, more power to you because they are a under 500 team, I think, against the spread. I mean, they are 26-30. So you're either really tuned in on them. I mean, that's the way we look at it. It's not like you're just blindly riding them. They've covered 26. They didn't cover 30, which goes to their 31-26 record. Well, I mean, it is what it is. And I get being a fan of a team, win a wager. And you're a fan, you know their ins and outs, how they're going to be playing, what the feel is of the team. I don't have that. And that's for the Warriors. That's for the Suns. 3 teams people love. They love the superstars. But you know what? Spread-wise, I'm looking to go against them. They're 500 on the spread. In the Lakers' case, they're under 500. Wright's supposed to be out half the season. I was looking at Dominguez Rookie of the Year ticket, and I could not find him. I've seen it. Nah, listen. Um, and I got to do some futures. I told you I don't feel like flexing by taking out a wad of cash. I'm gonna go bring my money to Louisiana, do some futures. Obviously, Kansas City, Detroit overs, 100% locked in. I think I'm gonna grab a little Toronto to win the East at plus 440. But then again, and then I'm kind of torn on what I'm going to use here. I want to do a Alonso to lead the league in homers. I Rookie of the Year though, I don't know. Maybe the kid. Who's the? They got that Korean guy in your team, Lee. He's supposed to be good. I mean, the guy hit like 390 or whatever in Korea or Japan, wherever he came from. It was one of the Asian leagues. If he comes here and hits, I think that could be worth a shot. Have a good one, Mike. An hour today. Holy cow! All right. Late night Monday tonight, and we'll do some baseball since we have more baseball tomorrow. And everybody loves being a degenerate. Let me you know what? I gotta close out the polls. We're closing out the poll. Closing out the poll. Where's the poll? It ended a tie here on winning free picks. 33%. Degenerate betting, spring training baseball. Degenerate betting, 33%. College baseball only, you freaks, 33%. And NBA all day, 33%. 7 votes across the board for all. That is, what is 777 just came out? Really? All right. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. So we're spread across the board. We love our baseball, college baseball, MLB baseball, and of course, we got the NBA fanatics who love the association. So, all right, we're going to end this guy. 4 Bet Like a Degenerates on the Sean Higgs page. We're out of here. See you.